Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. We've come to the tail end of all these videos with regards to I Know What You Did Last Summer, and today I will be ranking all four of the I Know What You Did Last Summer movies from worst to best. I will be ranking all of the movies and just giving you my quick thoughts on each of the movies individually. But one thing I will say is whether these movies are good or bad, one thing that all these movies have done is just reinvigorate my interest for those late 90s teen slasher movies, so that has to be a good thing. And at number 4, and no surprise, is I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. This movie felt like a film from a sci-fi channel original. That's how bad this was. Very cheap and nasty, and it had nothing to do with the rest of the franchise. Thankfully, it had a supernatural element to it, and luckily we didn't get characters like Julie and Ray returning, so that this movie does feel like a complete disconnect from the rest of the franchise. So although the supernatural angle was completely left field, I felt like it was the best thing to do so that we can differentiate this timeline to the proper timeline. It had a cheap production, weak acting, didn't like anything about this movie at all, and if you skip this one, then you wouldn't miss anything from the proper timeline. And at number 3 is I Know What You Did Last Summer from 2025. So this is the newest movie in the franchise. Now this one wasn't really a good film. It was watchable, and it is a movie I will watch again, but it's not one that I would rush out to see because I don't think it was above good at best. Now, Julie and Ray coming back were the best things about this movie. Seeing them on screen was very nostalgic, and it does tug on the nostalgic strings. And I do like nostalgia, and I know that that's a kind of bait for some people, but for me, it does work from time to time. So when I saw Julie, when I saw Ray, I felt the nostalgia. The movie is visually good looking, and I feel like the score itself was good and the sound design was good, but that's where the good of this movie is. The rest of it was pretty bad. The characters that we got weren't the worst, but there was nobody in the movie that I was rooting for. The dialogue was absolutely awful. There was nothing really much else redeeming about this movie apart from some of the nostalgia bait, and obviously the ending of the movie was a complete character assassination for Ray. Unfortunately though, aesthetics can't save bad writing. And at number 2 is the original I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997. There's something about the mood and the atmosphere about this movie that I just absolutely love. Some people say that the story for this film was pretty weak, but I feel like the story for this was one of the strongest ones out of those teen slasher movies of the late 90s. Of course, it is sitting in the shadows of Scream that came out a year before it, and it's a shame that I Know What You Did Last Summer was the next movie in that slasher genre. I feel like if it was a few movies after it, it might have been more well received, but at the same time, I still feel like this one has aged gracefully. It's got a strong cast, a moody setting, and I do love the chase scenes in this one. I feel like the chase scenes are better than the kill scenes. I think that's what this movie is known more for, and I feel like the characters are more likeable, and you feel that sense of dread for each and every one of them. This one takes me straight back to the late 90s, and I love it for that. And at number 1 is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I feel that this movie takes everything that was good about the first movie and amps it up. We get more blood, we get more gore, we get a bigger body count, we get more lore of the bad guys like Ben Willis and his son Will Benson. Yes, of course, we get the cheesy twists in the movie. I love the cheesy twists in that movie when it first came out, and watching it today, nothing's changed. Yes, they are cheesy, but I love that about the cheesiness of this movie. Another thing that I love is they take the setting onto the Bahamas, one of the islands in the Bahamas, and it's deserted because it's storm season. So these kids are running about an empty island being chased by a killer in the rain. Like I said, it's got more blood, more gore, more lore. That's something I should get on a t-shirt, to be honest. But what can I say? I absolutely love it. So that is my ranking for all the movies in the franchise, guys. I feel when I was doing the ranking for this, it's not as straightforward as I thought it would be. after seeing the new movie. I think a lot of people will have the first movie at their number one. Some people might have the new one at number one because you kind of get that when fans or even the general audience are excited about seeing a new movie, all they can think about is the new movie. So they might put it at number one for just a while. But because the movie was nowhere near as expected, then it was never going to be my number one. So I think the ranking is going to be up and down for everyone. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer at number one, and that's not very well received at all. But if you give it a chance, maybe you'll like it a little bit more. But what's your ranking, guys? Leave your comments and opinions down below. Let me know what you're ranking down below as well. And as always, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you soon.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played Skin the Cat?
Someone's in the back! See!